This woman had no idea that the passenger she just insulted was her company's CEO. And when the truth came out, her life changed forever. But before we reach that shocking moment, let's rewind a few hours earlier to see how this all began. It was a busy morning at Chicago O'Hare Airport. Travelers rushed through the terminals, coffee in one hand and boarding passes in the other. Among them was Diana Washington, a confident black woman in her late 30s. She looked calm, graceful, and professional, dressed in a neat gray suit and holding a leather briefcase. To most people, she looked like any other passenger on a business trip. What no one knew was that she was the new CEO of Apex Airlines, flying quietly to Atlanta for an important company meeting. As she walked through security, she smiled politely at the guards and staff. She wasn't one to show off her position. She believed respect should be earned, not demanded. Meanwhile, across the airport, a flight attendant named Madison Wright was preparing for the same flight, Flight 447 to Atlanta. Madison was in her early 40s, tired from long shifts and frustrated with her life. Bills kept piling up, and her son's school fees were overdue. But instead of facing her problems, she blamed everyone else for her struggles, especially people who didn't look like her. During the crew briefing, the captain mentioned that Seat 1A was reserved for a VIP passenger. Madison rolled her eyes. "Another rich show-off," she muttered. To her, first-class passengers were spoiled and arrogant. And in her mind, success didn't belong to people like Diana. Boarding begins. Passengers smile and find their seats. Diana steps into the first-class cabin, places her bag neatly, and opens her tablet to review business reports. She doesn't notice Madison watching her from across the aisle. Madison's expression hardens. She sees Diana's expensive bag, elegant jewelry, and calm confidence. Instantly, her jealousy turns into anger. She assumes Diana couldn't possibly afford first class honestly. Walking over with fake politeness, Madison asks, "Ma'am, can I see your boarding pass? These seats are quite expensive." Diana looks up, surprised but calm. "Of course," she says, handing it over. Madison stares at the ticket longer than necessary. She doesn't even hide her doubt. "And where did you purchase this?" she asks coldly. "The company booked it," Diana replies, forcing a polite smile. "I travel this route often for work." Madison smirks. "For work? What kind of work?" "Corporate management," Diana answers softly. But Madison isn't listening. She's already decided what to believe. Her voice grows louder so others can hear. "Well, sometimes people get mixed up about their seats. Maybe you meant to sit in coach?" A few passengers glance up. Diana feels the sting of humiliation but keeps her composure. "There's no confusion," she says firmly. Madison leans closer, her fake smile fading. "I'll have to check the manifest. Some passengers don't always belong here." The words slice through the air like a knife. The cabin grows quiet. A businessman in the next seat shifts uncomfortably. When Madison walks off to verify the seat, Diana takes a deep breath. She's faced prejudice before, but never this publicly. Moments later, Madison returns, waving her phone. "Ma'am, there seems to be a problem," she says loudly. "Sometimes these tickets are purchased by mistake." Diana looks her straight in the eye. "I'm exactly where I belong." Madison's mask finally cracks. Her voice sharpens. "Don't get defensive. I'm following company policy." Then, under her breath, she mutters, "People like you always make things difficult." Those 3 words, "people like you," hit Diana like a slap. Every passenger feels the tension now. Phones start. Recording. Madison points at Diana's designer bag. "Must be nice," she sneers. "Some people have creative ways of paying for these." Diana's voice trembles slightly. "Excuse me?" You heard me, Madison says. I need to inspect your bag. That won't be necessary, Diana replies. It's already been checked by security. Madison snatches for it anyway. Airport security isn't airline security, she snaps. Hand it over. When Diana refuses, Madison grabs her wrist. Put that phone down, she orders. You're not above the rules. The businessman beside them stands. Miss, you're going too far. Madison turns on him. Stay out of this. Diana pulls her hand away, voice steady but full of warning. You just made a very serious mistake. Madison laughs mockingly. Oh, please. What are you going to do? Call your boss? Diana looks her dead in the eye. Yes, she says quietly. Something like that. Madison scoffs. Go ahead. Let's see how far that gets you. But when Diana's phone lights up, showing messages from the Apex Airlines board, Madison freezes for just a moment, then shakes it off. Nice fake messages, she says. You really think pretending to be someone important will help you? Passengers whisper among themselves, sensing something big is about to happen. Diana reaches into her jacket and pulls out a small business card. She offers it to Madison with calm precision. Since you're curious about who I am, she says, take a look. Madison snatches it and reads the gold-embossed letters aloud. Diana Washington, Chief Executive Officer, Apex Airlines. Her smile fades instantly. The color drains from her face. The cabin goes silent. Everyone realizes the truth. But before anyone can speak, Madison whispers, that can't be real. To be continued.